wasaidizi, heads of departments, viongozi wa tabaka mbalimbali, pia wanafunzi wetu, wazazi wetu, hamjaboni. Nawaomba kwa wakati huu tujiandae kabisa tuweze kusikiliza hotuba ya Mheshimiwa Rais, that is remarks by His Excellency William Ruto, PhD, CGH, President and Commander-in-Chief of Kenya Defence Forces during the 60th Mashujaa Day. Our guest, Tete Antonio, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Angola, members of diplomatic corps, distinguished guests, Kenyans. Mashujaa Day is a celebration of power of individuals who changed the course of history and the destiny of our nation. It is a reminder that nations are driven forward and changed by individuals, ordinary men and women who believe they can make a difference, who believe they can change the status quo. The status quo in 1963 was a colonial state, the tenure of basic freedoms and dignity. Deep inside, many individuals believed change was necessary and they took action. Individual belief resulted in action and the ultimate progress. Today, the status quo is a hunger for socio-economic transformation, one that most of us feel is long overdue, and right so. The need for heroism is as urgent as it was in pre-independence Kenya. The power of individual action is still as powerful today. Our heroes today are on the farms, the markets, the factories, and the offices. Our heroes are using their creativity to create content and shape culture. They are playing on fields and working across various fields. Every day we do our best when we deploy our diligence, intellect, passion, creativity, hard work, and a sense of purpose. Every day that we believe we can make a difference, we are changing this country. This is our call to Mashujaa, to the best of us every day, to move this country forward. This is why we are focused on empowering Kenyans to be at their best in diverse fields by democratizing and innovating government services to ensure that we give as many Kenyans as possible the opportunity to be their best so that they can move us forward. The Constitution guarantees Kenyans the right to the highest standards of health. Since independence, successive governments has made efforts to guarantee access to quality and affordable health care for Kenyans, but really with limited success. There have been several efforts to achieve universal health coverage, that is in the year 2003, 2013 and 2018. However, these efforts were not successful. It is for this reason that the government identified healthcare delivery as one of the core pillars of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. In the Kenya Kwanza Manifesto, we made several commitments towards the delivery of universal health coverage. These include the provision of fully publicly financed primary health care, the installation of digital health management information systems, and the setting up of fund for improving health facilities. Other commitments were the setting up of an emergency medical treatment fund, the establishment of national insurance fund that covers all Kenyans, and the availability of medical staff who would deliver universal health coverage. The government has instituted a paradigm shift to preventive and promotive health rather than curative. This approach also makes economic sense. Community health reports states that for every 1 shilling invested in community health, 9 shillings and 40 cents are realized in economic and social gains. In our plan, the delivery of primary health care service at the community level will start with the community health promoters, CHP. The work of the promoters will include basic preventive and promotive health, health education, basic first aid for treatment of minor injuries and ailments at the household level, and referral for facility-based health care. Each community health promoter is allocated 100 homes within their neighborhoods countywide. Considering the pivotal role played by the community health in the attainment of universal health care, long-term financing sustainability of community health is contingent on enhanced domestic resources for health. The national government is working closely with the county government to strengthen the delivery of community health services through payment of stipends for 100,000 community health promoters on matching basis of 50, ratio of 50 to 50. The national government has allocated Kenya shillings 3 billion annually for payment of stipends. It is worth noting that as of today, 1 million households in 10 counties has been visited by community health promoters, offered services, and their data captured in the Afya Nyumbani dashboard. This is a major achievement. We also agreed to provide 100,000 community health promoters with kits which contain basic equipment for household health, screening, medicines, and the supplies used for service provision at the household level. Quality community health data is essential for planning, resource allocation, and the monitoring of progress towards universal health coverage. The government is committed to delivering on the digital health agenda starting from community level. The electronic community health information systems, which is live and is being used by promoters across the country, is a simple and user-friendly mobile health application that will be used to collect real-time accurate household data, initiate planning for health service delivery, and provide linkage to health facilities. Along with these kits, the government has provided 100,010 smartphones for use by promoters and community health assistants. The shift from curative to preventive health care will rather be strengthened by promotive services provided by the community health promoters at the household units, and the integration of preventive services at the primary health care levels. These services will include screening for hypertension, diabetes, and eye conditions, offering necessary health education on water and sanitation, nutrition, and providing community rehabilitation services, among others. These services will be provided through multidisciplinary teams that will be established at the level of the primary care networks. To strengthen the legal basis for health financing, health service provision, and the achievement of universal health care, 4 new health laws have been enacted, and these are: 1. Social Health Insurance Act of 2023, Primary Health Care Act of 2023, Facility Improvement Financing Act 2023, and the Digital Health Act of the year 2023. Health insurance coverage in Kenya is generally low at 26%, with those at the bottom of the economic pyramid having the risk coverage of less than 5%. Many Kenyans incur expenditures from out-of-pocket health care payments, while many more do not seek care when they fall ill, simply because they cannot afford it. Over the last decade, several measures have been put into place to enhance capacity of National Hospital Insurance Fund to collectively deliver on its mandate. While these reform initiatives have yielded significant progress, several gaps remain. Recent analysis shows that, among others, the NHIF operates as a passive rather than a strategic passenger, and is plagued by inefficiency in government strategies, and it is potentially financially unsustainable. It is against this backdrop that the government proposes a paradigm shift in the provision of social health insurance in the new Social Health Insurance Act of 2023, which provides for the formation of Social Health Authority, which will repeal the current National Health Insurance Fund Act of the year 1998, that is 1998. In our plan, I promised a fully public finance primary health care system, an emergency care fund, and a health insurance fund that will cover all Kenyans. This promise is delivered through the enactment of new Social Health Insurance Act, which, among other things, establishes the publicly financed public health fund, a fully publicly financed chronic emergency and critical illness fund, and the social health insurance fund. Access to health care will no longer be based on the ability to pay. It will be based on the health needs of every Kenyan. We are implementing per household payment system where a flat rate applies to everyone, regardless of their income. Consider this, for example. Previously, an individual earning between 10,000 who had to part with Kenya shillings 500 to NHIF, a hefty 5% of their earnings. On the other hand, those with the salaries of Kenya shillings 100,000 or more contributed 1,700, a merely 1.7% of their income. Astonishingly, if even someone with monthly income of 1 million, say the president, paid the same amount of Kenya shillings 1,700, which translates to partly 0.17% of their substantial earnings. This bizarre setup means that low-income earners were effectively subsidizing high-income earners. The social health insurance fund also signifies a shift to increase the use of domestic resources for health financing as a sustainable approach, especially at a time when resources from donors and the development partners are dwindling. The healthcare system in Kenya is largely focused on curative service at the expense of preventive and promotive services. This has occasioned inequity in financing, which has disadvantaged primary healthcare uptake and promotion. The government mission is to build a progressive, responsive, and sustainable healthcare system for accelerated attainment of high standard of health for all Kenyans. The funds allocated to public health facilities have substantially reduced over the years, as they are directed to the county revenue fund and are rarely reinvested in these facilities. Lack of autonomy in public health facility management and financial control has led to increasing fragmentation, poor service delivery, deteriorating health outcomes, reduced inefficiency, access, equity, financial risk, protection, transparency, and accountability. The Facility Improvement Financing Act aims to structure the process and guide the counties on how to provide for retention, management, and use of revenues derived from health-related services rendered to public health facilities. The Act seeks to ensure a unified approach for health facility financial and management autonomy, where public health facilities can retain their funds and have autonomy to operate their facilities based on their priorities. This will improve availability of resources at the facility to provide adequate and equitable health service, increase efficiency, and thus improve health outcomes for patients. Kenya has made significant strides towards digital transformation, with many sectors leveraging technology to enhance implementation of digital products and services. The health sector has made steady progress in digital technology transformation through the implementation of digital solutions to manage, share, and use health data. However, the adoption of technology has been uncoordinated and characterized by fragmented implementation, with the health sector actors not adhering to the basic digital health standards, guidelines, recommendations, and the digital development principles. These technologies have affected how health data is managed, resulting in multiple systems that have limited ability to exchange data. The Kenya Kwanza Manifesto identifies digitization as a pillar for health sector to achieve universal health coverage. Accordingly, the Digital Health Act provides the legal basis for development of a comprehensive and integrated health information system. These systems will enable end-to-end feasibility of health services, processes and the seamless sharing and the portability of information that will enhance health service delivery and improve efficient use of resources. The enactment and the implementation of the Act and the digitization agenda will deliver on the promise to integrate ICT to enhance telemedicine and health management information systems. Apart from the four rules, the Ministry of Health has put into place various policies and strategies to actualize strengthening of local manufacturing of health products and technologies. To have at least 50% of medicine on the Kenya Essential Medical List produced locally, ensuring procurement mechanisms guarantee value for money and provide advantage of economies of scale. Our mission is clear: to build a healthcare sector that is shining example to the world, with healthcare workers in the right numbers who are motivated, well supported, and inspired to deliver their best. Together, we will ensure that every Kenyan has access to quality health care services when they need it, regardless of their background and the circumstances. I acknowledge the Ministry of Health, Safaricom, World Health Organization, UNICEF, the UN Program on HIV and AIDS, and the United Nations Population Fund, Danish International Development Agency, United States Government, the World Bank, Children Investment Fund Foundation, Academic Model providing access to health care, Medic Mobile, U.S. President's Emergency for AIDS Relief, AMREF Kenya, among others, for their support. Kenyans have deliberately rejected ideas and programs that limit our productivity, waste our resources, and delay takeoff. That is why our focus on effectively lowering the cost of living is based on increasing agricultural productivity and expanding land and other resources for production. We have rolled out an agricultural support program that has provided farmers with access to fertilizer, affordable credit, and extension services. By the end of July, we had distributed 3.5 million bags of region-specific crop fertilizers in 41 counties to register farmers working with county governments for the last mile delivery. For the first time in Kenya, fertilizer was distributed based on acreage and the crops that farmers produce through a digital e-voucher platform. The results of this program are evident across Kenya. We have placed over 200,000 acres under cultivation, which is more than last year. We are looking forward to 44 million bags from long-range system, and 61 million bags overall for both systems, marking an impressive increase of over 40%. Fertilizer support for short-range crops is now available at the National Cereals and Produce Board depots for regions that plant this season, including central Kenya, eastern and western part of our country. I urge all unregistered farmers to use this opportunity to register so that they can benefit from the subsidized fertilizers. to reduce our national edible oil import bill of $1 billion. That is Kenya shillings 148 billion. The government is supporting sunflower cultivation by distributing 600 metric tons of seeds to farmers in partnership with counties in eastern, western, Nyanza regions during the short rain season. When we came to the office in September last year, only 320 government services were available online. Today, there are more than 13,000 services, and we expect to onboard all services by the end of this year. This has increased efficiency in service delivery, revenue collection, and enhanced accountability. The government is currently rolling out the last mile of 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic infrastructure throughout the country to improve health facilities, schools, judiciary offices, in far-flung areas, and other public institutions. We are also concurrently setting up 25,000 Wi-Fi hotspots targeting fresh produce markets, bus parks, and other public spaces. We are also working with members of parliament in setting up 1,450 ICT hubs in every ward in the country. And I am happy that National Assembly has aligned the National Government Constitutional Development Act to actualize this strategic intent. Our goal is to spur e-commerce, the creative arts, and the digital economy, the frontier of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. We continue to make significant progress in our education sector. Immediately after assuming office last year, we ended months of uncertainty by ensuring that junior school be domiciled in primary schools. We have reduced teacher shortage by hiring more teachers. In the last year, Teacher Service Commission has recruited 56,000 teachers, which is half of the required number. This is the highest recruitment in history of the Commission in 1 year, and the largest such exercise in Kenya's history. In subsequent years, we commit to recruit even more. Further, and in keeping with the government policy to equip Kenyans with practical skills and competencies, the Commission has engaged 46,000 teacher interns. Because of the centrality and the value of technical and vocational training in the provision of skills, knowledge, and competencies, we are increasing tutors of our TVETs colleges by another 2,000. In the transformative shift, we unveil a new funding model for higher education and technical and vocational training that guarantees leading students free college studies. The funding comprises of government scholarships, loans and bursaries, and through this model, we have raised funding per student by 40%. Housing is a revolutionary agenda that will have an effective impact on the economy. At scale, affordable housing program will create jobs for our young people, expand manufacturing and construction products and materials, and enhance economic activity across various sectors. The construction of 46,792 units is already added, and another 40,000 units are ready for commencement construction. Architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, masons, electricians, plumbers, transporters, steel factory workers, cement factory workers, hardware merchants will be engaged in this transformative construction housing enterprise to construct 200,000 housing units annually. The construction of one housing unit creates between 3 to 5 direct jobs and 5 to 8 indirect jobs. More jobs will be created with the formalization of dual clusters that will provide products such as doors, windows, hinges for the program. I stand before the people of Kenya to express my pride and admiration for all Kenyans who have listened to the challenges of the moment, seized the opportunities that come up as we delivered on our commitments and implemented the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. This enterprising ethos, the hustling spirit, and the motivation to do your part in moving this country forward are heroic. Therefore, let us all dedicate ourselves to national building and efforts, assured that as long as we are implementing the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, your government starts with you, and we will walk the road of growth and development with you until we accomplish our purpose as we fulfill our mission. In conclusion, allow me to celebrate Kiplagat Shumo, the first Kenyan to win an Olympic medal, by renaming the Kerisho Green Stadium after him. We also celebrate Mr. Samuel Githua an incredible entrepreneur who exemplifies the bottom-up story. A class 3 dropout, he pulled himself up through sheer determination to set up Shimshim group of companies whose interests span various industries and employ thousands of Kenyans. Before his untimely death, he was working at the West Valley Sugar Company, which began milling operations last week. Here, the well Mr. Samuel Githua Stone. Thank you and God bless you. God bless Kenya. Haya, asanteni sana. Tukae chini kwanza. Naona sisi